try for another nature documentary episode. But now that I've said that out loud, it probably won't happen. I think they know I'm here. Well, there's way too much lawnmower noise in the background from civilization to shoot a nature documentary in this part. I'm gonna go find another area. Oh, here we have a magnificent example of nature's plastic farming methods. You see, in nature, plants grow better when you strip the soil of everything else, dump a bunch of chemicals onto them that are designed to kill people, and then you gotta bury a shitload of plastic in the field to grow the plants on. And when you're done growing the plants, you tear up the plastic and you leave it in the soil so that it stays there and breaks down in your soil. Because obviously, where you grow food, you want to have lots of soil filled with decomposing plastic. I mean, plastic's an essential part of a diet for a human being. If you don't get your daily requirement of plastic, you could die. It's a fact. Look it up. What is that? Something strange. Like someone's boogers. Anyways. Back to the wonders of the plastic farm. Ugh, more booger things. Huh. Lots of them. There's more. It's like someone was leaking a lot of boogers out of their face. Oh. That's strange. I don't even recall seeing something quite like this. Was that an animal that just made that noise? Or was that my stomach? Hope I don't find out soon. More of the booger things. Almost looks like boogers or drops of semen. Little drops of semen. Not talking like a porno star load of semen, just What the fuck? What is this stuff? There's a bunch of it in here. Each railroad tie seems to have its own strange globular. What is it? This stuff's fucking creepy. It looks like it starts off as a solid and it melts. What on earth have I found? Is it? But okay, so let's see if there's more, I guess. Let's go back to where I first noticed them. Where do I stop noticing it? Alright, it looks like it might just be going all the way back along these train tracks forever and ever and ever and ever. Because I'm not finding an end. Every single one of these ties has had it. I just noticed it with that first booger thing. What the fuck is this stuff? See? Here's some. Here's some. And then the next railroad tie. Lots of it. It's all over the place. It's not just some. There's a lot of this weird white stuff. Alright. The only obvious solution is to go look somewhere else besides on the railroad tracks for this stuff. And there is some funny fucking smell in the air. Oh, dude, what did I just step on? Why is that rock so wet? Yeah, that's a rock. It's not dog poo. For some reason that rock's soaking wet. You know, everything out here is dry. Like the soil even. Except for these globs of booger stuff. I don't recollect seeing anything quite like this before. It looks like they start as these pellet things and then they melt into those. What the fuck is this stuff? I'm genuinely like creeped out by this mysterious sperm substance everywhere. Okay, we're in the sunshine area now. And the sperm booger things are more solid looking. Like that one's actually like a little orb. It's sticky because there's a seed stuck in it, like a dandelion or one of these things seeds. The sunlight seems to dry them up into solid form. This almost looks like it's a mildew once it turns solid. Like a pocket of mildew. It just keeps going. This is messed up. Okay, I'm gonna fucking trucker down these train tracks. We're just gonna accept that the booger sperm things are everywhere. Or at least on these train tracks. I'm gonna try to get to an area that isn't these train tracks. See if it's like on the dirt. A lot of birds flitting through the bushes kind of making me nervous. Holy fuck. That bush looked like it was moving. Like it was a dog. I thought I was being stalked by a yote. Okay. What is that? A fucking crane? Or that's the what is that? The white stuff's still going. Alright, we're off the train tracks now. It's not a crane, it's a sign. Post. don't know if that's some of the white stuff there. It looks kind of dried out and smushed too much. The dirt appears to be free of it. I don't know if that means it's soaked into the dirt or what. But so on the railroad ties themselves, it's very easy to distinguish these white globby things. Hello, little bird. Over there, little bird. Alright, okay. Little bird, do you know what these little droplets are? On the train tracks. Where did they come from? Maybe I should follow him. There is some on these train tracks too. They're showing up on the railroad ties and on the railroad itself. That's fucked up. So it looks like anything it can like soak into, say soil, it will. Anything it can't like immediately soak into, it becomes solid. There's more of it. We're going. Started walking, noticing it before that tank. Way down in them bushes. We probably covered, I don't know, 100 meters or so. It's harder to spot here. But the sun's also still on it. Whatever this is must have just happened, because anywhere that's still in the sun, it's like it evaporates it or something. Makes it hard to spot. Yeah, it seems to be done. Whatever the fuck that stuff is a localized phenomenon. I stopped following the bird, now I don't know where he is. Oh. A lot of apples. A lot of apples with that weird white stuff on them. Not the weird white stuff we were just looking at. The other weird white stuff I've been finding. Some kind of cliff. Okay, so like off the train tracks I'm not finding any of that globby stuff. Whatever it is. It runs the length of that field coincidentally, now that I'm looking at it from this angle. What are you trying to say, little bird? I'm a modern human. I'm too stupid to understand your words. They are not in one of my many ridiculous languages. Alright. Here's an idea. Here comes the idea. There it comes. I think. Oh, maybe not. Haven't seen it. Oh. That looks like it might be one of the spots. The idea is, does this thing line up exactly with that field? Oh, got another visitor. But somewhere out here, that's gonna line up. Alright. Just had a conversation with the gentleman. And the globular white stuff here. There. Here. This is where it thickens up again. There's some there. There's one of the dried up ones. We're in line with this field. This field of plastic. Let's go see where it stops. And noting, there's a funny smell in the air. It smells like, just like sour milk, sour fruit. Like a mixture of, like if you mixed, it smells like this weird drink I used to make when I was a kid out of just like everything in the house. It smells like that. It's like, it's definitely like milk that's curdled because of pop mixed with orange juice. For sure. That's what we're saying. That's what I'm saying. It smells like out here. The boogers are still going. We are still in line with the plastic fields. Boogers still going. Lots of boogers. Yes. Okay. And the field ends right about her. And do the boogers keep going? Yes, they do. They get thick. Thickity thick. Okay. So at least it's not that plastic field thing, I guess. Yeah, this is gross. More of it. The center of a lot of them have these orb things. Then there's a milky liquid substance around that. Oh, it's in the forest too. It's on some leaves, so it doesn't soak into like biological matter. It gets thick in there. What the fuck is this stuff? Is it in there deeper though? We're gonna have to find out. It is in the undergrowth. It goes up into there even, where it's not even exposed to the sky. Whatever this stuff is didn't even fall from the sky. There's a ball of it right there. It clear as day. And some more of them. I wish I was a scientist. I had like a lab kit or some shit. How do you take samples of stuff like this? And just, that's fucked up, whatever. Guess I'll just try. Whoa, here's a bunch of it. Oh my goodness, it's right thick out here. And it's on all these plants. This is messed up. I'm walking around in this gross shit. Ugh. That's weird. This here part of the railroad thing is totally soaked like that rock was. So's the nail. All the clamps are wet. No, wait. This clamp isn't all wet. Man, what the fuck have I stumbled into? I gotta call Batman. This is for somebody. I don't know who to call on this one. I summon Jesus and the space aliens! Please save us from everything we're doing to ourselves. And this stuff that might be causing the funny smell. Okay, let's try to find the end. Oh my goodness. There's actually like a shitload of it right there. This is fucking weird. I think it's ended. Yes, it has ended. It has ended! Okay. And right about here is where it starts. Yeah, see? No glob stuff. No glob stuff. Some dried white stuff. Some dried white stuff. It's probably like bird poo. And then suddenly, this appears. And it creates a moisture mark. And the next tie, this appears. And so does whatever that thing is. Oh, there's a ball of it right there. Right there. So what the fuck is different about right here? Right here. No, never mind. I'm wrong. Yeah, none of these railroad tie clamps are wet either. These are all dry. These are all dry. And this one's completely soaked. It looks like someone took a paintbrush and like greased it down with olive oil or something. A partridge. This one's wet. This one's wet. This one's wet. This one's wet. This one's dry. This one's dry. This one's dry, has wet globs on it. This one's wet and has wet globs on it. This one's wet. This one's wet. This one's wet. All the ones that I said are wet are completely, like, it looks like they're painted. Painted with, like, canola oil or something. Shiny. Now, what the fuck is this? Well, I'm sending this video to Environment Canada. See what they make of it. Oh, the smell of the air has changed. Maybe it's just spilled yogurt. Fucking tire. Some fucking birds. A lot of lovebirds, right? Good to say they're doing well. What the fuck is this white stuff? Can't be yogurt. Who the fuck just drips bits of yogurt everywhere? And what kind of yogurt turns into little balls of solid stuff that's white? Oh, the smell, it's back. Okay. It changes with the wind. That sour smell is coming from something not directly in my vicinity. Holy fuck, I think it has ended actually. It's, yeah. Yeah. Nothing yet. Okay, yeah, so the globs are definitely not here. Where the fuck do they start? Signs of mysterious moisture. Signs of me thinking there's something there. White spot. Possibly bird poop. Moisture levels increasing on railroad ties. White stuff. Sour smell returns. Something in bushes. Oh, sour smell has returned. At this point, strongly. More dry white stuff, more dry white stuff. Haven't seen any of the glob. Okay, the globs start here. The globs start completely in line with that tree. When I stand on the railroad track tie, in line facing north to these pairs of trees, is where the weird globs begin. And they end at the end of that field of plastic stuff. Seagull. Seagulls are awesome. Okay. So there you have it. There we have it. The boogers begin. Okay, so I'm standing on a railroad tie that's facing north to the mysterious pairs of trees with the birds. The tie to the left of that one is where it starts. I should really gather a sample somehow. Oh, I don't want to touch it. It's so gross. What if it's somebody's sperm? I don't want to touch somebody else's sperm. That's fucked up. Ugh. If it was somebody else's sperm, they might be the most virile human being on the planet to leave a trail like 200 yards long of it. I don't even know, man. I don't want to run into that person. That is a scary human being. Okay. I'm gonna smoke a joint while I think of what to do. It's a fucking blue jay. I'm gonna smoke a joint somewhere that doesn't smell like fucking sour apple, sour milk, ass juice. Fucking lawnmower noise, eh? You can't get away from that sound ever. Never, ever, ever. Winter brings silence. Winter is a good season for silence. I like the winter. We didn't really get winter last year. It was weird. It's terrible, actually. I got a couple dustings of snow, but not enough to go really like. There was some sledding. I couldn't go to the sledding hill that there was sledding at because I'm banned from Acadia. Anyway, enough about me. I'm gonna go think. There's a pheasant just up ahead of me, running around. I'm gonna try to film it when it flies away, going cluck, 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 cluck. Let's see if I can do this nature documentary thing. Cluck, 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 cluck. Where the fuck did he go? Man. Animals are crazy. How do they do this shit? They all just go to Ninja Academy. Their first, like, 3 years of life or something. I thought he was gonna fly up in the air. And apparently he's not even there. I saw him go in there, though. What the fuck's the deal with that? Is he all the way out there now laughing at me? Cluck, cluck, cluck. Man, that's crazy. How did he get away like that? That's something else. Them partridges, man. It's probably right in there still. I just can't see him. Yeah, none of that globby stuff out here in the field that I've seen so far. Says people aren't allowed to smoke weed, but it keeps everyone calm. But people are allowed to drink, and it makes them stupid and violent. Or at times just stupid. Sometimes just violent. Well, that's the case. And if the government wants to keep us safe and all that sort of thing, and hold us all to very strict standards of living, should we not hold the government to strict standards of living? Perhaps say the police aren't allowed to drink once you become a member of the uniform. No more drink. Drink's something that weakens a person. In a way. I mean, if marijuana weakens somebody, then fucking drink definitely weakens somebody. Also, they should have their bodies' chemical levels registered. Not for drugs. For cortisol levels, adrenaline levels. Should be a full range of psychological tests just to make sure they don't become psychotic adrenaline junkies looking for a fight. I've heard rumors that some of them have become as such. Sit around, listening to their radios while off duty, waiting to hear of trouble so they can go. I don't know if they get involved or just watch. We should hold these guys to some kind of standards, though. There's got to be some kind of legal maneuver that can be done to hold the government to a certain standard. Wasn't that what the founding of America was about? Actually, now that I think about it, I'm Canadian, so I don't know. The founding of Canada was about killing everything and sending it to Britain. When has Canada ever stood for environmental responsibility? For a short while. In the 80s and 90s, I understand, we were a world leader of environmental concerns in the top 30, I think it is, most ecologically sustainable nations. It's not bad for a nation of 33 million people. Divides up to about 4 square kilometers of land to each person if everybody got their own plot of land right off. But since Harper took the majority, though, you can look this up, we've actually fallen off the listing completely. We're not even on the list anymore. I think NATO kicked us out too or something like that. So, or the UN, one or the other. I don't remember at this point. It's all becoming ridiculous. Just to a point of just ridiculous. This whole global situation. It's so nice out here. There's that fucking partridge. He made it all the way out to that field somehow. He's like somewhere in that shadow area. That guy. I don't like. Everything out here is a ninja. I'm just a bumbling idiot. In a forest of ninjas. Josephine. Okay, so behind that pond I always like filming on, there's like a cesspool. I've never even seen water like that. I'm learning so much about how humans fuck up everything in nature out here. There's actually a small spot right there, right there, where you can see clear water. All that brown around, that's weird stuff on top of the water. It looks like gravy or something. There's barrels in there too. Let's see if I can get a shot of one of these barrels. Running out of time on my footage here. Yeah, there's one of the barrels. I think this is on like Elderkin farmland or something. It's off the railroad tracks. There's weird barrels in the swamps. And strange toxic looking water being held within. Oh, I might be able to get a shot right to the... Yeah, that disgusting brown stuff is actually going all the way up that creek. That gathering of trees. Is that a cat? Hi, kitty! There's a cat watching me. Where? Let's see if I can get her video. There it is. What a funny cat. Just hanging out. Oh, I'm trapped in a thorn bush. Why is it always the thorn bush? Alright, don't drink that water, cat. As I get closer to the glob area, the sour smell increases. Okay, globs. Gotta find one of them leaves with the globs on them. I am taking this leaf for science. And again, look, I can just, it's just, oh, disgusting. Look at how it balls. It pools. That fucking pheasant. He's mocking me. He's so good at hiding. Animals are incredible at doing everything. They don't fuck around, man. Humans, we're good at causing problems. Lots of problems. But that's because television programmed us that way. I don't know who programs television that way, but I'm willing to wager that their fundamentalist religious apartheid state is in a land far away called Palestine. Look it up. Weirdly enough, on close inspection, part of this leaf is wet. And the glob area leaves a trail of wet. And the rest of the leaf is dry. Here I come, Environment Canada. Since Harper has fired all the environmental scientists, for anyone watching this video that gives a fuck about the environment, that literally leaves this shit all up to us. So just go out, look around, film some shit. If you see something wrong going on in the environment around you, film it and contact your environmental agencies. The Department of Environment, or Department of Fisheries, Environment Canada, all those guys. What few people remain employed there for the time that those agencies exist still, they can actually leverage shit. Like, Acadia has had to change how they dispose of their ice because of the pressure put on them through the YouTube video I uploaded. That shit's crazy. I had no idea that shit would happen. So like, just fucking get out there, film with your cameras, whatever you fucking can, and report it in to Environment Canada so they don't have to go looking through the bushes for this stuff, because they don't have the staff for it anymore. I don't know if they ever did to start with, but in this new ass age of internet shit and videos and blah blah blah, we can totally fuck their bank accounts up, at least through the agencies of Environment Canada and all that. I just talked to an older dude dressed in camouflage with a camera that was heading towards the same place. If he's seen anything like this, he said he hasn't seen anything like this for a long time. He said the last time something like this happened, apparently there was a shitload of caterpillars involved with this line. But I didn't see any bugs out there, mosquitoes. So let's go find out. He couldn't tell what it was though. It's always freaky when you find something that older woodsmen can't figure out.